Greetings, book lovers, and welcome to the Frankfurt Book Fair. For all book lovers, it's a great time and an exciting one when one can participate in a book fair. And even if virtually, the Frankfurt Book Show has offered us this opportunity. I am Preeti Shirodkar, a PhD in English language and literature from the University of Mumbai in India. I have taught at the undergraduate and postgraduate programs for almost 3 decades in Mumbai, the commercial capital of India. It's been a journey which is very, very exciting and has been accompanied by a lot of learning and growth. During this journey, I have not merely presented papers at diverse national and international conferences, but I have been fortunate enough to meet a great publisher, Shirodkar, with whom in the almost 1 decade I have published 6 titles. So this journey has been exciting for me, and I am going to share this journey with you. I personally feel that it is very important for teachers to get the opportunity to write, because for students, the knowledge needs to reside not merely in the classrooms, but in books, where it can be digested in a slow and consistent fashion. Well, talking about my journey with books, the first book I wrote was almost a decade ago, as I said, in December 2010. This book, Knowing Your Word's Worth, essentially covered the areas of communication and tried to point to people the etiquette of spoken and written communication, over and above talking about the theory of communication, talking about mnemonic devices to improve vocabulary and improve communication in multiple ways. Usually what happens is that communication hinders growth, and that is something which is realized very late in life. As much as communication is valuable, it can cause numerous challenges for any working professional or even in your personal life. And these challenges are what the book Knowing Your Word's Worth has tried to address. It has given some tips on how to improve your communication, the pitfalls that you really need to watch out for, and ultimately the success that can be yours if you can communicate fluently and confidently. Well, my second book is called Unscrambling Emails. Emails have become the form of writing in today's times. All official communication has moved long since from letters and fax to emails. However, what people don't understand and realize is that emails have their own etiquette, and failing to follow this etiquette can really cause a lot of heartburn for both the person communicating and the person receiving. To prevent this heartburn, here we have the book Unscrambling Emails. This book is giving you tips on how to draft emails effectively. Have you ever wondered who is to be marked in the CC or the BCC? Have you wondered how to sign off or how to salute different people so as to create the right impression and veer communication to getting your work done rather than leading to miscommunication. This book will tell you how. The third book in the communication series that I have written is called Winning the Job Race. This book is largely related to placements. Now, placements in India are a major event in the management field, and students, whether at entry points in different top competing courses given India's demography, or whether at exiting points, need to face group discussions and personal interviews. And many a times they're either misled in the information on how to clear them, or they are totally unawares. And despite being well versed with their subject, find it difficult to get placed. So this book, Winning the Job Race, tells you how to really crack the selection process to get into the course of your choice or to get into a company. While the two earlier books that I showed you are generic in nature, this would essentially apply to clearing group discussions and interviews and would therefore have a more restricted audience. Well, moving on from there, I will talk about two of my books which have been co-authored and are related to soft skills, which is the second area I really look at. These have been co-authored with Mr. Vikas Shirodkar, who happens to be my older brother and has served for more than 34 years in HR, having won many accolades in his journey in the corporate career. The first among these books was called Fundamental Skills for Budding Professionals. Well, we don't really realize the importance of soft skills in the world. We are totally focused on pursuing our journey in the field of our choice, and therefore our personality at times does not get developed adequately. And this proves to be a challenging task because nobody really has the time to hone it in the corporate world. And to acquire higher positions, this might pose to be an obstacle. The book Fundamental Skills talks about 28 different skills that you can develop, whether it is assertiveness or leadership, to name two of them. Well, if you're curious, you can definitely go and read the book Fundamental Skills for Budding Professionals. Incidentally, this has been used as a training manual by a major company in India. The next book in the soft skills, which has been co-authored by Vikas and me, is the book called Cross-Cultural Competence for Global Success. Well, we are in a global world, and in today's world, people have gone beyond IQ and EQ to CQ. So the journey has been from the intelligence quotient to the emotional quotient and finally to the cultural quotient. And success in the global world is going to be determined by how well you can really fare in a cross-cultural environment. This book will tell you how by pointing to you pitfalls through interesting anecdotes. And, well, you can assess your cross-cultural competence by taking the quiz at the end of the book and checking where you stand. The final book that I'm going to talk about is from the area of literature, which is my third area of interest. The book looks at the journey of a post-colonial diasporic writer, M.G. Vasanji, who, although was has his roots in India, has been one who has lived in America and is now in Canada. This book, Reconciling Reminiscences, tracing M.G. Vasanji's journey from roots, R-O-U-T-E-S, to R-O-O-T-S roots, is one that talks about the diasporic post-colonial journey and the themes and concerns that it deals with. Well, this has been the only book in literature, but I hope to continue my journey in the writing world, because writing helps me reach out to readers. I look forward to your reading my books and giving me a feedback. Thank you, Shroff, for trying to reach out to the world through your publications. Have a lovely time at the Frankfurt Book Fair. Bye from Preeti Shirodkar from India. See you someday.